Good morning. We are Ancient Code 333. We haven't done one for quite some time, and it's a privilege and an honor for me to be here to do it again. And this is a big dream that Father laid in my heart a couple of years ago while Luchelle and I were still in the US, that I must share with people what the ancient Hebrew um, reveals, revelations coming from ancient Hebrew words. And this is what how Ancient Code 333 was born. Ancient Code 333 is all about there are truths hidden in plain sight, sealed in scripture, encoded in Hebrew, and unlocked when heaven gives permission. So it's all about, I pray that I may speak, Colossians 4, verse 4, as I should, in a way that makes the message clear. Ancient Code 333 is not speculation, it's a summons. It's derived from Jeremiah 33, verse 3, which the Father laid in my heart, that Jeremiah 33, verse 3 reads, Call to me, and I will answer you. I will tell you great things, hidden things of which you are unaware. Yeah, this is that call. This is back to the roots. And this is where the hidden begins to speak. Join us, and let's see what the Father reveals. So we are on the parasha of Bo. Bo is like many Hebrew words, has a double meaning. It means come or go. Bo is written with a bait and a vav in Hebrew, pronounced as Bo. And Bo is an overview of the parasha, is about the 10 plagues and the last of the 10 plagues playing out in this section. And the horrific circumstances of the people in Egypt, the darkness, and then the death of the firstborn. And finally, Pharaoh gives up. His heart was hardened all the time by Father, but Pharaoh gives up and he says, just get out of here. Just go. Just go. So that's the background, right? But there's a different meaning revealed when I looked in detail at the letters and I prayed and the Father revealed this. Wow, it's just awesome. So the parasha of Bo, the pictograph of the bait is a tent, and the pictograph of the tent peg, of the vav, is a tent peg. So, besides the fact that this was exactly where Israel was going when they left, when the Pharaoh said to them, just get out of here, just go, they needed tents and they needed tent pegs because they were going into the wilderness, right? So, amazing, right? So, okay, but let's carry on. There's still more to be revealed. Watch this. So, the bait, the value of the bait is two. So on the second day of creation, what was created? The dome was created, in which a safe environment was created for mankind and mammals to have oxygen and then to live. So the dome was created on day two. But then in John 14, verse 1 to 3, Yeshua, our Messiah, he comes and he says, don't let yourselves be disturbed. Trust in Yudhe my Father, and also trust in me. I'm going ahead of you. I'm going ahead of you, and I'm coming to prepare, and I'm going to prepare a place for you. Because in my Father's house, there are many homes. There are many homes, mansions, which I will prepare for you so that you can come to that mansion and live with me, so that where I go, you may come also. Wow, right? And in Second Peter 1 verse 14, Peter says, Kepha, Shimon, he says, soon I will lay aside this tent of mine. So in other words, this tent that we're living in this world, in the dome, when we leave the dome, from the physical to the spiritual, when we leave this dome, we will actually then go to the spiritual, to heaven, and this is where we will be, where we are leaving this tent and going to our permanent mansion that was prepared for us. We have the passport through Yeshua. He's the way, the truth, and the life, right? So the Vav, which is the Tempeg, which is the sixth letter, it has a value of six. And on the sixth day, man and beast was created. Now, when Father created man, he always wanted to be with man. He always wanted to dwell. And the Hebrew word for dwell is Shekinah. He always wanted to Shekinah with us. So just as the tent peg anchored the tabernacle, which God created, where God said, give me a dwelling place to Moshe. And Moshe built a dwelling place in the desert as they progress now. This dwelling place, the tent peg anchored this dwelling place of God. But God had a covenant also. The anchor of the covenant is our Messiah, Yeshua. So the tent peg in our case, who anchors us on the tent that we have in this world, is Yeshua, the Messiah. And he says in John 14, verse 6, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. The only way to the Father is through me, through the covenant. That's why God made this covenant with himself, so that his loved ones, us, can be in his Shekinah presence forever when we leave this tent. So Yudavava is always desired to dwell with his beloved creation. Revelation 21, verse 23 states, I heard a loud voice from the throne say, see, Yudavava Shekinah is with mankind, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and he himself, God with them, will be their God. And also in Leviticus 26, verse 11 and 12, I will put my tabernacle among you with a tent peg anchoring it, and I will not reject you, but I will walk among you and be your God, and you will be my people. And like I said in Exodus 25, verse 8, he said to Moshe, they are to make me a sanctuary so that I may live among them. And when the angel visited Mary and said to her, you will have a son, and his name will be Yeshua, salvation of my people. I'm the redeemer of my people. And he is Emmanuel, God with us, Shekinah with us. And John said in 1 John that his Shekinah was with us. John 1 verse 14, his Shekinah was with us, and he dwelled with us. He walked with us. We touched him. We loved him. And it's the same. We'll leave this thing and we'll go to Yeshua, who went ahead of us, and he says, come to me. That's no wonder the song is saying, Bo Yeshua Bo, where Yeshua will come again and come and fetch us to be with him forever. So God so loved the world, his covenant came to us so that he can go and prepare a place for us to come to. May grace and shalom be ours in full measure.